Hi, everyone. Y'all look good out there. So good evening, everyone. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Kathleen, St. Louis Caliento, and I have the honor and pleasure of serving as president and CEO of Cara Collective. Thank you so much for coming tonight. It is my honor to welcome you to our Summer Social, which is presented by Creation Investments, Molson Coors, and the Owens Foundation. So not only is this one of our favorite nights of the year, but we are breaking records tonight. This is a packed room. We're so excited to have 500 of our favorite friends with us tonight. Thank you all for showing up and showing out. Give yourselves a round of applause. So I know we have some new folks in the room. Summer Social is rooted in Cara's core value of community. Each year, our associate board and our executive council, two of our dynamic groups, come together. They're driven by Cara Collective's mission, and they work tirelessly to mobilize. I'm gonna ask some of my friends back there to shush the background. Thank you. I wanna appreciate the work that our associate board and executive council have done, so thank you so much. They work tirelessly to mobilize their networks and to amplify our impact for job seekers here in Chicago and beyond. And looking out at this incredible room, I see again both familiar and some new faces. And I'm reminded of one of my favorite authors, Bryan Stevenson. Many of you may know him. He's an author who wrote Just Mercy. He's at the Justice Initiative, and he talks often about the idea of being proximate. He talks about how important proximity is, being close to the people and the problems that we are serving. And he talks about that it's important because it inspires belief and fuels change and action. That idea is central to the work that we do here at Cara Collective. We build community. We bring our partners and our supporters together into the heart of the work that we do every day so they can experience it, so they can connect with it, they can understand it, all the essential role that we're playing in tackling poverty. So tonight, my hope is that each of you feels inspired, that you leave inspired by the work that we do, ready to deepen your connection to this amazing mission that we have here at Cara Collective, and to rally your own personal communities to support the transformations that happen here each and every day. Because we cannot do this work alone. It takes the collective power of each and every one of us in this room. So finally, to the associate board and the executive council, thank you so much for your tireless efforts to make this evening such an incredible success, for your passion, your commitment, for showing our job seekers that you care about them all year round. Each of you motivates me, so thank you. It's now my pleasure to welcome two incredible leaders from our boards, Melody Todd and Kaitlyn Baerenstecher. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you, Kathleen, and good evening, Cara Collective and guests. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Melody Todd, and I am one of the co-chairs for Cara Collective's Executive Council.
And for those who don't know me, my name is Kaitlyn Baerenstecher, president of Cara's Associate Board. Our two groups comprise Cara Collective's auxiliary boards, and we are honored to coordinate Summer Social each year.
5 years ago, I had the good fortune of first experiencing Cara Collective through my then employer, Clarity Partners. At that time, we were trying to find a nonprofit partner who aligned with our values. We had some familiarity with Cara, so we reached out asking how we could support. Soon, we were spending the day as a team conducting virtual mock interviews with Cara job seekers. I remember the optimism, the resilience, and the determination of the people I spoke with that day. I vividly remember one participant in particular. I asked what her hope for her future was, and she said her goals were to stay sober, to have her own place, and to be independent. That stuck with me because isn't that what everyone wants? Everybody should have that opportunity for independence, to provide for themselves and their families, to feel safe. And if what it takes to help achieve those goals is securing quality employment, then everybody should have the right to that too. From there, I got to see my involvement and my company's involvement with Cara really blossom. From volunteering time and equipment to financially supporting through events like this, to even becoming a hiring partner. But one of my favorite aspects of being an ambassador for this mission is when I have the opportunity to introduce someone new to Cara, like my friend Kaitlyn.
That's right. Through Melody's amazing work growing this partnership, I was first introduced to Cara about 4 years ago through my current company, Clarity Partners. I remember being at a phase in my life where I'd been in Chicago for a few years, and I was ready to deepen my involvement in the community work and forge a connection with an organization and mission that I believed in. But what I really learned to appreciate about Cara Collective over my years with them is realizing just how far-reaching their impact truly is. Yes, they are placing people into jobs, more than 1,000 jobs annually, but it goes much deeper than that. I get a smile on my face whenever I see Cara's social enterprise Clean Slate cleaning my neighborhood. Yep. One of just 40 Chicagoland communities they beautify every day. I am in awe of the work Cara Plus is doing, working with hundreds of companies and organizations to rethink hiring practices and build a more inclusive economy for all. And I think about how dozens of Chicago institutions like the CTA, BMO, FFC, Advocate and Northwestern Hospitals, and so many other companies regularly hire Cara participants, meaning it's nearly impossible not to bump into a proud Cara alum in your day-to-day. Whether you know it or not, everyone in this room is already a part of the Cara community.
The most beautiful part about Cara Collective is that this organization is for everyone. However you want to be involved, there's an opportunity for you to be part of this organization, to deepen your connection to the work, and to be inspired by this critical mission. Our journey started through our company. For some in this room, you've been part of Cara Collective for decades. For others, tonight marks the start of your journey. It doesn't matter how you found Cara. What matters is that you are here, and that every single one of us has the power to make an impact on Cara Collective and the people they serve.
Being here tonight is a great start, and we encourage you to learn more about how you can give your time, your talent, or your treasure to this incredible mission. Please connect with any of the auxiliary board members or Cara staff wearing a lanyard in the room, and together, let's make a collective impact.
In just a moment, you're going to hear from Cara graduate Naila. As she bravely shares her story, please remember that talent is equally distributed across all people, but opportunity so often is not. Speaking for myself, I'm very proud of what I've accomplished in my career, while recognizing I've done so by having privileges and opportunities that others aren't so easily afforded. Cara's job seekers have so much to offer, and it's up to us to help connect them to their opportunity. Your donation tonight will help make that happen.
Before we pass the mic, we have a few quick thanks to give. To our presenting sponsors, Creation Investments, Molson Coors, and the Owens Foundation, and to our job sponsors, Advocate Healthcare, Clarity Partners, the Rice Family Foundation, and the Young Irish Fellowship Club of Chicago.
We'd also like to thank the team at Venue West and J&L Catering for hosting us tonight, and to all of our restaurants and providers, Bombay Eats, CH Distillery, Daniel's Test Kitchen, Do Right Donuts, El Bandito Yankee, Everything Bar, Nancy's Pizzeria, Pizza Lobo, Rhodey, Titan Cocktails, and Triple Crown.
We also want to take a moment to thank the staff at Cara Collective, who have supported the Associate Board. Yeah. They have supported the Associate Board and the Executive Council on top of their amazing work each day. So please give a huge hand to the Cara Collective staff, especially Annie Drew, Mark Turisky, and Tara Harper for making tonight possible. And finally, to you all, Community is at the very core of Cara Collective. Thank you for being a part of that tonight. And with that, please help me in welcoming our dear friend, Naila.
Good evening, Cara Collective and guests. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Naila. And before Cara, I was a depressed, directionless college dropout. I had started college in 2020 during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic and had endured a rough upbringing after my mom lost custody of me when I was a teenager. However, I've always been an overachiever. I allowed my anxiety to fuel my passion for school, and despite everything, I pushed myself and graduated high school 12th in my class with a 3.8 GPA. I was accepted into U of I Springfield's honors program with all my room, board, and tuition covered, and I was excited to start my new life. However, a few months into the semester, I suffered a severe mental breakdown. Throughout my childhood, I'd pushed down my emotions in order to survive, and when I got into a safer environment, all those feelings resurfaced and overwhelmed me. Over the next 3 years, I was diagnosed with many disorders, including major depression, anxiety, and borderline personality disorder. I took medications, attended therapy, and also attended psychiatry to cope, but in December of 2023, my depression had become so great that I'd stopped attending classes. To avoid having a transcript full of Fs, I dropped out, and as a result of that, I lost my on-campus housing and also my on-campus job. Unwilling to return home, I first tried living with my grandparents. At first, it was okay, but very soon after, it became an unsafe and restrictive environment, so I called my mom. I was estranged from her at the time, but she answered and welcomed me into her apartment. Again, things went well at first. I felt safe with my mom and even applied to my dream school, Columbia College Chicago. By February, I had been accepted with full tuition coverage, and my mom had also introduced me to Cara, which had helped her get her job in her apartment at the time. But shortly after this, my mother and I's relationship soured. Fearing for my future, I reached out to Cara and was recruited into its March 2024 cohort. I spent the majority of my orientation day trying not to cry. I felt ashamed for being unable to find a job, and I was afraid because my community had repeatedly let me down. I didn't know what to expect from Cara. But then, my recruiter introduced me to the Great Wall. For those who don't know, the Great Wall is a motivational display in Cara's main classroom. Once a Cara participant completes a year on their job assignment, a plaque with their name, place of employment, and date of completion is added to the wall. Then, they are invited back to Cara for their Great Wall ceremony, where they share their story and are celebrated. Following orientation, my cohort was given 2 primary objectives: be here and be on time. So I did that. No matter what was going on at home, I showed up to Cara on time every single morning. I was not late even a single time. Every day that I showed up, I saw the Great Wall and was fueled by it. I put my all into Cara, participating fully in all the trainings, workshops, and exercises, and my community grew as I learned first to trust my amazing coach, Lawrence, and then other staff and peers. The greatest lesson I learned was that it's okay to lean on others for support. I completed Cara's core training at the end of March and jumped right into my job search. I worked closely with the employment services team, exploring service roles within the healthcare industry. My time at Cara showed me that I wanted a career in service and eventually in nonprofits. In May, Cornisha Fowler introduced me to Rush University Medical Center's Guest Relations Department. She said that with my friendly, upbeat attitude and attention to detail, I'd make a great associate. I applied, and about a week later, I was invited to interview. The interview went well, and on June 3rd of 2024, I started my job as a guest relations associate at Rush. Working at Rush has been the most perfect experience. As a guest relations associate, I assist visitors, patients, and students of Rush Hospital by giving directions, communicating with nurses on behalf of family, checking visitors in, and being a listening ear when needed. I love meeting new people every day, and being in a high-paced, ever-changing environment is highly enjoyable for me. Since I work at a computer, and also because I have the most amazing, supportive managers, supervisors, and coworkers who are in the audience, thank you. I've been able to work on schoolwork throughout my shifts. Furthermore, my management always works with me to create a schedule that lets me attend school during the week. With the support of both my Cara family and my Rush family, I made the Great Wall on June 3rd of this year. I had my Great Wall ceremony at the end of June, and one of my supervisors, Denitra, attended with me. Entering the Cara building as an alumni was truly surreal and humbling. I still get goosebumps thinking about that moment. I saw my name on the Great Wall and was overwhelmed with feelings of gratitude and elation. I'd made it, and now I had the opportunity to give back by sharing my story. The prompt for the morning was, "What have you accomplished in the last year, and how did you do it?" Well, I had a great first year at Columbia, getting on the dean's list for both the fall 2024 and spring 2025 semesters. And since I finished my junior year with the 3.75 GPA, I qualified for Columbia's dual degree program, which allows me to start my master's program while completing undergrad. I applied and was accepted in May. Yesterday, I finished my first week as a graduate student pursuing a master's of strategic communication. And finally, during the spring semester, I also applied to my dream internship at the nonprofit Women Employed. I completed their summer leadership internship on July 31st, and I'm one huge step closer to a life of nonprofit work. I accomplished all of this not only because of my determination, but because of the courage my Cara family gave me. Without Cara, I don't know what lengths I would have gone to avoid asking for help. I wouldn't live in Evanston, I wouldn't be in school, and I would have a fraction of the community I have now. When Mark first interviewed me for this speech, he asked me if I could go back to the first day of Cara and speak to my former self, what would I say? I said, I tell myself I'm making the right choice. So I want to tell all of you in the audience, whether this marks the beginning of your relationship with Cara or a continuation of support, you are making the right choice. Thank you.